1-minute time limit. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 236 pounds, Tom Jones. And his partner at 207 pounds, Al Gavigan. Their opponents from the Gary Hart Al Madrill Wrestling Camp, the All-Asian Tag Team Champions, the Japanese Force.
Well, there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you got to say now? Gary
tell you
Hart
what,
has
I've
got
been-
the Japanese Force in here. They've been all over the world many times. They've never been beaten yet. These are the assassins.
I tell you what, I've just been informed that the ambulance has arrived, and we will be showing the fans as they take Rudy Gonzalez away to the emergency center in just a moment after this match. We don't know the condition of Rudy yet, but we will inform the fans when we find out. Also, as the Japanese Force are in the ring, I want to tell you, Armand Hussein, and everybody listening, that Texas All-Star Wrestling has signed a match that the American Force wants right here for television next week. It's the American Force against the Japanese Force.
Well, I got one thing to say. The American Force can just pack their bags now and just leave because there's no way they're not even in the class with these men. Just look at this. Look.
Well, that is
These
Kawada.
men are the champions. They've wrestled all in the Orient, China, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan, all over the world many times. And now they've come into the United States, and they're under the guidance of the incomparable Gary Hart. And you know Gary Hart is noted for making champions. I was his partner for many years. You know that.
Yes, I know that, and I also know what happened to Rudy Gonzalez a while ago at the hands of the American Ninja, who was guided by Gary Hart. I was afraid when Gary Hart came here to Texas All-Star Wrestling, those kind of things are going to happen. That's just the way he and you operate.
No, that's just what professional wrestling is all about. And if they take Rudy Gonzalez to the emergency room, that's where he's supposed to go. In fact, he should stay there. Because if he gets in the ring the next time against that ninja, he may not get a second go-round to the hospital.
I feel like a lot of these fans feel like, and a lot of people in professional wrestling feel like, that Gary Hart, no matter how he tries to disguise himself, is still nothing but a gangster.
What do you mean, gangster? Let me explain something to you, Steve Stack. Number one is, don't call my ex-partner a gangster. Gary Hart and Al Madrill are two of the finest professional wrestlers in the world today, as far as business agents as well. Now, Gary Hart is a man of substance. He's a rich man. So you can't take that away from him. You can't take that away from him, Steve Stack.
Tom Jones with a kick. But Kawada down. Here comes Kawada off the rope. Jones gets him with a fist. And Kawada drops to his knees. Tom Jones here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Tom has a great wrestling school, and he has some great students, and Tom is showing
He's got some great
wrestler he is, and he takes Kawada over.
Yeah, he's got some great students, but all of them are losers.
That's your opinion, Armand Hussein. Here comes Al Gavigan into the ring. He takes a side headlock on Kawada as he pulls him out into the center of the ring here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. I'll tell all you youngsters, wherever you are.
That's right. Tell all the youngsters.
The
That's
Texas
Tom
All-Star
Jones'
Wrestling
student.
only costs you $3 in the general admission section if you're under the age of 12, wherever Texas All-Star Wrestling is held. And starting in December, Texas All-Star Wrestling will be starting at 7:30, so the kids can come early, go home, and get a good night's rest, and they can go to school.
Them little hubcap-stealing punks ought to stay home is what they should do.
Well, here is Kawada holding Gavigan up. Fuyuki is up on the top rope. Fuyuki dies. Oh, a knee right to the head of Gavigan. That probably knocked him out.
Student laying out there. When you see my wrestling, I'm training.
There's a kick. Another kick.
When you see
From
my
the
guy come.
All-Asian Tag Team Champions. This is Fuyuki into the ring. Look at him. He has
Bye-bye.
Al Gavigan up.
Bye-bye.
Down he goes. Gary Hart is happy.
And I'm happy, too.
Here's the count. It's 2.
I'd rather be here to be at a candy break.
The knee of Gavigan slammed in.
That's Tom Jones' student. Give him the
There's
worst
a kick. There's that big kick.
Yes, give him the worst beating he ever got in his little redneck life.
Gavigan kicks out. This is Kawada in the ring now.
I know that Gavigan. I know his daddy, too. Both of them are no good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still checking on the condition of Rudy Gonzalez. The ambulance has taken him off. We're in contact with the hospital, and we will tell you once we receive word from there what the condition of Rudy Gonzalez is.
It'll probably be the funeral home after that.
Yes. Two Japanese wrestlers, the All-Asian Tag Team Champions, in the ring. They're Gavigan's back.
See how Tom Jones come in there? He know he's not supposed to be in the ring.
Why not? It's 2-on-1.
What you mean 2-on-1? There's not but one man in the ring with him right now. And quiet as it's kept, Stack, he don't need but one. So one of these men here can take on the both of them.
Well,
Please, Stack, don't show partiality.
I don't show partiality, but
you in America, that be nice.
I just like to see it.
You don't like no foreigner. You don't like me. You don't like Gary Hart. You don't like Al Madrill. Because he's a wrestler.
He's going to be taken out, and now Fuyuki slams the head of Gavigan into the top turnbuckle. It's the two Japanese wrestlers on Gavigan. This is Kawada now. There's a kick.
One thing I can say about that Gavigan, he's from a good family because he knows how to take a good beating.
There's a pile driver from Kawada on Gavigan. Here's the count. It's 2.
That Tom Jones over there trying to cheat pull a man's trunks over there.
No, Tom Jones wasn't trying to.
Tom Jones are low-life and slivery dog.
Oh, look at that.
You like that, Stack?
Here's the tag. In comes Fuyuki.
Yeah. Now watch this move here, Stack. Watch this.
Martial arts expert. What a kick. Covers him up. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over.
It's all over.
The All-Asian Tag Team Champions who will meet the American Force here next week in our main event.
And they're going to beat the American Force right here on the main event.
Win it here on Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Don't you forget that, Stack.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take you now. We want to take you now and show you while this match was going on as the ambulance crew arrived and took Rudy Gonzalez out of the Wrestlathon to the emergency center.